So a lot of people have asked me this question in incident response. Domain controllers. Do we need to build them from scratch, or can we reuse the ones that were hit? Okay, so this is kind of a complicated question. Ideally, you build your whole environment, all your servers, everything from scratch, because then you know there's no sign of a threat still lingering on those systems, nothing's been compromised on the new systems, etc. In reality, in an incident, you often have to rebuild hundreds or thousands of, or tens of thousands of servers. So sometimes it's not practical to rebuild everything from scratch. So we do a few things for containment. So first, we change all user passwords. And we work with the users to change their passwords. So let's say you have 30,000 users. You're changing 30,000 users' passwords. You're auditing all of your service accounts and changing all of those passwords also. So, all your SQL Server accounts, all your other service accounts, change the passwords. We're enabling MFA on everything is the next step. If there's no MFA, disable the account. Like, MFA needs to be implemented and enforced across the board. On email, 365 cloud apps, VPN, remote access through Citrix, etc. Any kind of access to a system should be controlled by MFA, and administrative access should be controlled by MFA. Once you've done all that, really once you've changed all the users' passwords, expire your Kerberos golden ticket twice. Now you can do that from PowerShell. So it's real simple command line, but expire your ticket twice. Okay, so now you've changed the passwords, changed all your service accounts, expired your Kerberos ticket. In that user password change and service account change, you need to audit your user accounts. If there's any sign of a nefarious user account, something like that, nuke it. Hopefully in your investigation you've determined, is a vendor account being used for this attack? Is it an employee account? And, disable, delete that account. Do not reuse that account, even if it's an active employee. Create a new account for that person. We don't want to enable the attacker any more than they already are. All right, now next. Okay, you've done all these resets. All right, you have the domain really functional and up and running at this point. You can keep recovering servers, and I would have most of your team recovering servers. Meanwhile, you should have somebody building new DCs. My point of view is you should replace all your DCs. In the ideal world, no, but I mean, if you're going really fast, then no, but in the ideal world, you are replacing all your DCs. If I'm an attacker once I've got domain admin, I'm going to establish persistence on them somewhere. So, in the ideal world, you're rebuilding new DCs. That's usually not a problem because it gives you an opportunity to architect, more zero trust architecture in your AD environment, something like a red forest. All right, so now once you've done that, you have your AD pretty much rebuilt. Decommission your old DCs, transfer roles to the new DCs. Then you're up and running. Kerberos tickets have been reset, so any kind of pass the hash should not work. Passwords have all changed, so any password dumps should be ineffective. MFA is enabled. Service accounts have been audited, and you're on new servers. So that is recovery for AD. Of course, there's a lot of other pieces. Often you have to, fix AD because it's broken. Trusts are broken, things like that. So it can get really complicated, but, simple Active Directory forest, that's really the procedure. All right. Thanks, everybody.